Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on WWE Raw, 27th of March 2017, the go-home show before the Ultimate Thru-Ride WrestleMania this Sunday. We kick off and we see a graveyard scene interrupt the usual opening graphic for Raw. It was The Undertaker's graveyard scene, obviously, we all know that. Which was nice to see that. And then Bayley makes her way to the ring and she has something to say. Bayley says she's feeling it. She asked who's ready for WrestleMania. She said this is her favourite time of year and her favourite day of the year. The WrestleMania sign gives her butterflies. She said her friends would put money together and order WrestleMania, but this year she will be wrestling at WrestleMania. She knows the odds are stacked against her in an elimination match. Yeah, it was confirmed it is a 4-way elimination match now. Charlotte interrupts and asks Bayley if she dreamt of going to WrestleMania as a paper champion. She said the boss has made Bayley her pawn. She kind of has. When she beat Sasha in December, it was completely at the top budget, and she's been dying to find a way back in, and she found it in Bayley, her best friend, the naive fangirl living in a woman's world. Charlotte says if it wasn't for Sasha, she would still be champion. Charlotte says she almost gave credit to Sasha for what she did. In 6 days, Charlotte said she will walk out of WrestleMania as the five-time women's champion, while Bayley will walk away with nothing. No friends, no title, and no future. Whew. Bayley asks Charlotte if she's going to believe anything that she says. Charlotte shows Bayley a Sasha tweet about keeping friends close and your enemies closer. Charlotte says that Sasha throws everyone to the side. She says Sasha is waiting to stab Bayley in the back. Sasha comes out and tells Charlotte she's crazy to compare what happened between them to her friendship with Bayley. Sasha says Charlotte is trying to stir the pot. Sasha says she will do what she needs to do in order to win the title of WrestleMania. Not wanting to feel left out, Nia Jax comes out. She says all she's heard is about Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, since she's been brought on Raw. She mentions all the high school drama between them and how they pass the title between each other. Nia's got very good points right here. I'm going with Nia, because she actually has a valid point. Nia said that she will eliminate each and every one of them and the title will have a permanent home. Charlotte says the only reason Nia's in the match is because Sasha did not care about Bayley. Sasha attacks Charlotte while Bayley fights Nia. In typical fashion, we come back to a tag team match after a commercial break. What would have been a good idea here is make it an elimination tag team match. Just saying, as in the spirit. Bayley goes to the turnbuckle. Charlotte knocks her off. Charlotte goes for a knee and applies a figure 4. Sasha breaks it up. Sasha goes off the apron, but Nia catches her. Sasha sends Nia to the ring post. Bayley with a belly-to-belly suplex to Charlotte for the 3 count. Fairly good match. These women are all strong. I can't wait to see what they will actually do at WrestleMania. After the match, Nia Jax attacks Sasha and Bayley. Nia with a leg drop to Sasha and a Samoan drop to Bayley. Nia with a running body block to Charlotte. She holds up the title, holds it over her head, and then she drops it and leaves. I like this. It actually felt good, surprisingly. So I'm very optimistic for this Raw Women's match. I think it might actually be really good. Then we just see what happened 2 weeks ago between Triple H and Seth Rollins and what happened between Mick Foley and Stephanie last week. I'm not really going to recap what happened, so it's nice to know what went on, but I don't really think we need that much. I thought that the past didn't happen to WWE. Anyway, Sami Zayn is in an interview area and he's asked about Mick Foley being removed as Raw General Manager. Sami says it's been a tough week. It will get some getting used to with Mick not being around. He wants to keep Mick's legacy and he will stand and face challenges that are insurmountable. Sami says he will be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. He said he will be dedicating it to Mick Foley. Dude, he's not dead. Chill out. Stephanie shows up and he wants to make sure she heard what Sami said. Things are different around here, Stephanie says. You have to earn your way now. You cannot just declare yourself in a match. I thought we could. Are we changing the rules here now? Flip-flopping around the rules. Keep it consistent. Bloody hell. Stephanie will give him a chance and she needs the best of the best to keep the trophy on Raw. Sami Zayn will face Kevin Owens in a no disqualification match. If he loses, he will join his mentor in the unemployment line. Do you remember when they said Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens end of the era match and they wouldn't be facing each other again? I think that one went out the bloody window. And I think we can see an eventual Sami Zayn switch to SmackDown, please. Please, please. We go to our second match. Austin Aries versus Noam Dar with Alicia Fox. Neville is on commentary for the match. Aries with a running drop kick. Dar goes to the floor. Aries has something to say to Neville as we go to commercial. At the end of the match, Aries with a forearm followed by a discus 5-arm. Yes, they're actually calling it that. Aries with a last chancery and Dar taps out. After the match, Neville gets on the announce table and stares down Aries, who's on the turnbuckle. Yeah, good match. Good match. They're both solid competitors. I enjoyed this. I like the cruiserweights. So it was good. Then we have a look at Michael Cole's interview with Triple H last week. Again, not going to recap everything. Seth Rollins is then walking in the back and using a crutch. We are back and we see a graphic that aired earlier of The Undertaker walking in the graveyard. That's nice if you missed the beginning of the show. Seth Rollins then makes his way to the ring with his crutch. Seth says there's 2 chairs out here, so he tells Triple H to come out and get this done. Triple H makes his way to the ring. Hunter tells Seth before they sign the document and Seth attacks him. Hunter says Seth, if Seth attacks him before the contract signing, the match of WrestleMania is off. Hunter tells Seth to sit down and listen to all of the rights he has to give away. Seth says he has heard enough, so he tells Hunter to get in the ring with a contract. Hunter tells Seth to sit down and listen to him. Hunter says if Seth will not sit down and listen to him, the match is off. Hunter leaves the ring and Seth sits down and Hunter tells him good boy. I like that bit. It made him sound like the father. It was funny. Hunter said Seth gives up his rights when they step into the ring and he used that crutch and wrapped it around Seth's knee. And you have the feeling something is tearing. He will continue until he destroys what he created. When you sign this document, you give up all your rights. You cannot stand. When you cannot stand and your career is over, you cannot sue him, his wife, his family, or the WWE. I can't help feel that's a bit of a fuck you towards the concussion lawsuit and the couple of lawsuits going on the minute. Just saying, who knows. Seth says he gets it and he tells Hunter to sign the contract. Hunter says, you did not sell your soul, you made a smart business decision. Now you have a moral dilemma. Is it because of them? If you're a millionaire, you are evil. If you are a billionaire, you are an anarchist? I don't bloody know. It's because of jealousy. Are you worried about making enemies in the locker room? You ain't making money. Hunter asked who has the time for sleep. Hunter says he'd rather eat well than sleep well. He'd rather drive good cars and live in a nice house than sleep well. You only have one chance and you have to grab everything and screw everyone else. Yes, because WWE really know how to screw people over, don't they? If you want to grow up a consequence, the ride will not be a thrill ride. You can get your knee patched up and wrestle in front of a few hundred people in an armory. You are the one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Hunter says there's never been a one-legged man to win an ass-kicking contest. You will not be the first. I have one point to make about that statement. It is bullshit. I actually did some research. Zach Gowen is a one-legged wrestler. And he defeated Matt Hardy at No Mercy 2003. He won a fight, and he was a one-legged man. So, to that statement, WWE, fuck you. He also had a match with Vince McMahon. He was actually around for a little bit. I did proper research, surprisingly. Hunter says he understands what is hanging in front of you. If you do not sign this contract, you do not walk into WrestleMania. If you sign this contract, you'll walk into WrestleMania, but you won't be walking out. Seth says that is the line of bullcrap he bought into 3 years ago. This is not 3 years ago. He says you do not understand him. When you are rehabbing, you have a lot of time to think about things. Seth says he liked himself before he met Hunter. He did not mind wrestling for a hot dog and a handshake in the National Guard Armory. They accomplished a lot, but this is not about fame, fortune, or money. Is that a reference to Ring of Honor, the National Guard Armory? I don't know. If it is, let me know. If this isn't even about one match of WrestleMania, this is about redemption. This is not about revenge. Seth says he gave up everything to stand next to Hunter. What did he give it up for? Seth says Hunter better prepare to rip his leg off his body and beat him with it. You better have a stretcher guiding him out because there's nothing that will stop him from getting back what he was before he met Hunter. Seth signs the hold harmless agreement and it's official. Hunter starts slithering, turns around, kicks the table and hits Seth in the knee. I would like to mention at this point, he did point to the WrestleMania sign and stood on both feet with the crutch. So, logic slip right there, Seth Rollins. Just one slight fail there. Sorry, I'm a smark. What do you expect? Where are we? Hunter kicks Seth, and then Hunter throws one of the chairs out of the ring, and he removes his jacket. Hunter picks up the crutch. Seth with an enziguri and tries for a pedigree, but Hunter escapes. Clips Rollins. Hunter goes for a pedigree. Rollins with a back body drop and sends Hunter to the floor. Hunter returns to the ring. Seth hits him with a crutch. And that's where we end it. Good segment. Really, really solid, decent segment. I did enjoy this. A lot of talking, but that's kind of what we want. It's building to an amazing match, and I cannot wait. Then we see the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy on stage. Then we have an over the top rope challenge. Show comes out with Mahal. Mahal tries to eliminate. Show tries to eliminate Mahal, and then Mahal punches him. Show pushes Mahal over the top rope. Bo Dallas is out next. Show with the forearm to the back. Bo tries to eliminate Show, but he cannot get his Show up. But Show throws Dallas over the top rope. And Epico and Primo come out. Epico goes in first, and Primo attacks Show. They get Show off his feet, but Show with elbows and eliminates both men. Is this literally just a jobber royale of people that we didn't realise that still worked for the company? This doesn't actually help with this next people. Goldust, Curtis Axel, and R-Truth come out. All three men apart. Then Bo Dallas, Mahal, and Epico and Primo will come back in. Everyone sends him over the top rope. Show goes back in, pushes everyone away, chokeslams Mahal. WMD's Dallas. Axel gets chokeslammed. Epico and Primo get chokeslammed. Show tells R-Truth and Goldust to come after him, and they leave the ring. Braun Strowman comes out and he says he has something to say. Strowman says if he wanted to, he would come down to that ring and give Show an ass kicking. But Strowman says he does what he wants, so everyone will have to wait until WrestleMania. I like that. He's entering himself into the Battle Royale. They could have just done a one-on-one match. That would have been better, for God's sake. Yeah, seriously. I thought R-Truth died. I was happy because I haven't seen R-Truth, and now I'm sad. R-Truth appeared on Raw. Fuck you, WWE. Then we see Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and they asked about facing Enzo and Cass tonight. Carl said they could not shut them out long enough to beat Cesaro. Luke says Enzo and Cass are real stupid, and they quoted a few of their stuff. I can't really be bothered to remember what it was. It was alright. Then we see more Undertaker imagery. Then Roman Reigns in the back. He's asked about what he has seen from the Undertaker. Roman says he is a grown man. He does not read into signs. He does not believe in dead men. Oh, you best bloody start believing in dead men, mate. Roman says he will go to the ring and tell everyone what he will do to the Undertaker. Then we see the foot. Oh, that was a good part. Roman's a bit heelish in a minute. It's not bad. Then we go to the footage of the New Day ringing the opening bell in the New York Stock Exchange. The New Day are on the steps of Philadelphia Art Museum, and we have a race up the steps, like in Rocky. Kofi and Xavier are full speed while Big E goes at the pace of a horror movie killer, and he wins. Okay, why not? It was funny. I don't know what's going on anymore. Then Cesaro and Sheamus with the guy who looks like Tom Phillips. I'm going to call him Tom Phillips Jr. TP Jr. Cesaro says that he knew they were going to win last week. Cesaro said he's not going to miss another WrestleMania. Gallows and Anderson attack Sheamus and Cesaro, and they use a ladder. Are they hinting towards a ladder match? I don't know. I'd love that. So there's actually no ladder match on this pay-per-view at the minute. Then we have a match. Neville versus Jack Gallagher in an on-title match. Gallagher sent to the apron. Neville was a superplex. Superplex, sorry. And Neville turns it into the ring to Saturn, and Gallagher taps out. After the match, we have Austin Aries Network special report. Aries says that Neville said no one believed and that he could beat him. Aries has a New Day with him. Aries asks what do they think about who will win the Cruiserweight title match. Kofi says winning in the ring has to do with how you move your hips. Big E wants to see Aries move his hips. Aries says, who do you think will be the Cruiserweight champion, as he does the New Day dance. He goes, the Cruiserweight champion. It was weird. Let's move on. Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. Boo. Roman Reigns says in 2015 he won the Royal Rumble match here. Boo. Then he went to headline WrestleMania twice. Boo. For the longest time he thought that he was the biggest moment of his career. He was wrong. He will be facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Boo. He'll do what no man has done before. He'll put the dead man down. Boo. He does not care if you are Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, or the Undertaker, because his time is now. Boo. Roman says this is his house, this is his yard. Boo. The Undertaker's gong sound and the building blows up. And the building goes blue as well for some reason. Undertaker tells Roman he has made a grave mistake. In the ring, you are standing in his yard. Taker shows Roman where his yard will be. We see grave. You say you are the one versus all, so he has a special spot separate from all. At WrestleMania, the Roman Empire will fall and the Ultimate Thrill Ride will be your last ride. I like that pun there, Undertaker. Good job. Taker tells Roman to leave each day like it's your last. Soon it will be. At WrestleMania, you will. Lights go out, gong sound again, lights come back up, the Undertaker's in the ring and says, as I was saying, rest in peace. He raises his arm and lowers them down quite slowly, and the lights go out as he's lowering his arms down. It was nice, actually. I enjoyed that segment. It was quite good. I'm hyped now, actually. Then Enzo and Cass make their way to the ring. Enzo says he has some information for everyone. He said they will walk out of Orlando with the gold around the waist. Enzo said they always practice what they preach. Colin puts an Allen Iverson and he talks about practice. Enzo says when it's game time, they go across the line. TNA reference there. Cross the line. Enzo said they have a fast pass for the Ultimate Thrill Ride. Then we have Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows versus Enzo and Cass. Sora and Sheamus attack Carl and Luke with a ladder before they get down to the ring. Sora and Sheamus go after Cass. They grab a ladder, slam it into Cass, and then Sheamus sends Cass. Sheamus is sent into Cass, but Cass hits him with the ladder. Cass with a boot to Cesaro. Anderson clips Cass and Gallows with a super kick. Anderson and Gallows hit Cass with a ladder, and then they knock Cesaro off the apron with a ladder shot to the ribs. Enzo goes to the top, but he's knocked off the turnbuckle with a ladder shot to the chest. A ladder match? That's all I'm going to say from that one. It was alright. Then we go to Kevin Owens. He's asked about his match with Sami Zayn, as well as his match against another former best friend. Kevin tells her she is wrong. How many times does he have to say it? Chris Jericho was never his best friend. And she is wrong, as Chris, when he implied that Chris was a hero. He was a fan and right to be made fun of as Chris Jericho fan, because Chris Jericho fans are idiots. Kevin said he never would have spent any money on Chris Jericho because it is junk. Kevin said he ripped the list of Jericho last week, and he's going to rip Sami Zayn apart. He's looking forward to getting rid of Sami Zayn so Zayn can tell his family he is a failure. He will take Sami's career away in the same way Jericho took his Universal title at KO Mania 2. He will not only take the title from Jericho, but he will make the Ultimate Thrill Ride Jericho's ultimate demise. Good promo, and I like how he's trying to kill Sami Zayn despite the fact he cried from an impassionate promo a couple of days ago. To be debriefed for you. Then we have that match in no disqualification match. It was good. As expected, Samoa Joe makes his way to the ringside. He has a chair. Jericho then makes his way to ringside. Joe waits for Jericho to come to the ring, but he attacks him from behind. Jericho hits Joe with a chair. Owens punches Jericho. Zayn with a roll-up for a 3 count. After the match, Owens attacks Zayn, but Jericho hits Owens with the chair. Chris gets a mic and he asks Kevin Owens if he knows what happens when you betray Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens, you just made the list! He's finally on the list! I'm so happy. This moment is what I've always wanted. Kevin Owens is on the list, finally. I could die happy now. Okay, then we're going to our last segment of the night. Brock Lesnar makes his way to the stage before Heyman. Brock does the Brock bounce on the stage, and the Lesnar leap into the ring. Paul introduces himself and introduces his client as the extremist who will derail Goldberg's Ultimate Thrill Ride on Sunday. Can you believe that? This Sunday at WrestleMania. We all have different opinions and different getting settled on Sunday. Goldberg will walk down the aisle as the reigning and defending Universal title champion. The title is everything around here. It's the holy grail of WWE. Not really, that's the WWE Championship. The Universal title is a bit shite. Let's move on. Paul says that means you are the one. Paul says you are the one centerpiece of Raw. He said he will spell it out so someone like Goldberg can understand. He said his client wants the title. His client needs that title. His client lusts after that title. Goldberg, you have that title. So many others have tried. Sting the Icon tried to pull off what you accomplished. Goldberg, you rose to the occasion. You have the respect and admiration. You are a real-life superhero. You are the man. But his client is the beast. This beast is going to chew you up and spit you out like no one else has seen before at WrestleMania. Bad things happen to superheroes or legit badasses when they step into the ring at WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar. Yeah, because that's always happening, isn't it? Paul says you need a reason to subscribe to the WWE and subscribe to the network. Paul says he's giving you a reason. Bill, at WrestleMania, you are going to Suplex City, where Goldberg checks in, but they don't check out. This will be the last time you hear Goldberg chants on Raw. WrestleMania 33 should be renamed The Death of a Superhero. Paul does a prayer in Hebrew and says his client does not fear the spear. He tells Goldberg he cannot survive the F5. Goldberg's music plays, makes way to the through the back into the stage. Goldberg says people did not come here to listen to them talk. They came to see a fight. Since he cannot take anyone from Philly to WrestleMania, why not bring a little WrestleMania to Philly? Goldberg goes to the ring. Lesnar leaves the ring. Goldberg with a spear to Lesnar. He goes in the ring. Lesnar goes up the ramp. It was a nice exchange, good promo. Definitely a way to hype this match. I am super excited. I know it's not going to be the best thing in the world, but I've enjoyed every encounter, so I'm happy with what's going on. This year's WrestleMania is looking pretty damn good, actually. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, you'll get my live reactions and then my thoughts on after. It's going to be a positive WrestleMania, I think, if they do it right. But anyway, decent Raw. Good go-home show. Wish there was a bit more wrestling, but what are you going to do? There's like 4 matches. Oh, wait, 3, because one of them didn't happen. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like if you have. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later.